to set up his other laners for success.
I have to see how much Frozen is willing to move around the map, because we have seen in the past that in favor of the Turkish team, that also means that
to try and get in the face of 1907 Fenerbahce, yet to look though for an early gank top.
it's going bot instead. Japone caught out with the explosive charge, has to flash away. Padden, the new target, the Ignite comes down, but he's turned back onto Redbird, who uses the heal. And here comes Forlan looking for the knock up the barrier. Instead, they go for Japone. First blood to Forlan, and the second kill as well goes to Absolute. Eventually, Forlan will fall to Padden, using that passive effectively. Frozen's roamed down from that mid lane. Redbird looking to kill himself on the tower. Absolute exhausted, and Frozen's going to get himself a double kill. Actually, manages to secure Absolute at the end.
A great gank from the side of Team 1, especially off the back of Forlan, how we talked he needed to get these early ganks going. Things started off well in the bottom lane, but the turnaround from Frozen, now Thaldrin, looking to be that pillar once more, goes on to Vert.
Gets the knock up onto Vert, looking for the final bit of damage, but the sap magic's enough, and Vert, with the help of the minions, keeps himself alive.
So let's look back at how this happened. Japone takes a huge amount of damage on the Janna, being so squishy in the early game. Remember, minions also hitting in the face of both Pan and Japone, and Forlan, he just makes the loop to dupe. He goes up towards his blue, comes back down, and he knows that with the 3 members, they can get the kills. And at this point, they think, oh, we're good. We get 2 for 1, our bottom lane's ahead, but Frozen, using his E to very quickly translate from mid down to bot. Absolute still has the flash, but decides not to use it because he knows that Frozen can get the follow-up, which means that now the mid laner for 1907 Fenerbahce, the superstar here in Frozen, already off to a fantastic start.
And it's pocket pick Aurelion Sol working out for them as well. Great prediction from you in picks and bans for them to bring this one out. Absolute's going to jump onto Japone. They just want to keep trading. They're going to quite connect. But meanwhile, Forlan's getting chased off by the Voice of Light and the Star Surge. The stun connects, and Forlan's going to try and dodge his way away, but you cannot get away from Aurelion Sol in this bottom lane. The Tristana and the Karma should win into the Kog'Maw and the Janna, and even with a little bit of help, then the explosive cast will knock back. The stun still connects onto Marv. He's exhausted. A good shockwave will catch up Frozen and Crash, but the Voice of Light
top, and they've got the jungler moving up here as well, so they want to start sieging onto this second tier 1 tower, but Thaldrin and Aurelion Sol are making their way to get a collapse.
Yeah, Forlan did not realize Thaldrin was in the bush, then flashes over straight into the face of Crash. And Thaldrin boom, and keep Fenerbahce guessing as to his position.
Not if Thaldrin goes mid lane.
That's what Thaldrin does best. Ganking with Frozen. There we go. Comet of Legend. Marv flashes away. Thaldrin looking for the engage. The Star Surge connects. The Voice of Light as well. The Shockwave does not. And Marv goes down, but Burt is able to lock Thaldrin underneath the tower, and it ends up being a 1-for-1 trade. Forlan on his way. Frozen still does a lot of work.
In the middle lane, Team 1 realize they have to concede the objective, and the gold lead continues to mount against the Brazilian squad.
They give up the first tower. Now looking for the second. Fenerbahce with a good amount of damage onto it. The Star Surge onto Vert as well. He's getting taken lower and lower. He will survive. Frozen caught under the tower. Ignite from Redbird. Forlan jumps in, but immediately Fenerbahce collapse, and that is a very dead Rek'Sai.
This year they have made impressive strides domestically and now internationally, and unfortunately at the final hurdle they are struggling as a dominating and convincing 1907 Fenerbahce sit on an 8,000 gold lead as Thaldrin may be caught out.
Chasing onto him, the explosive charge won't quite do it, but here comes the Void Rush. Thaldrin trying to dodge away, but Forlan won't be able to take down. They've accepted that they're going to lose the inhibitor anyway.
Yeah, he could use this as an opportunity to just hang around the Baron, go for a sneak. This is what he's expecting from 1907 Fenerbahce right now. Let's see if his plan will work out.
Here we are. They are grouping up towards that Baron, but they don't have vision on it yet.
They're both waiting for a pick or a play, or it's literally a waiting game.
If you're 1907 Fenerbahce, this is an okay strategy because the mid's going to push in. You expect
Team 1, they get free farm now. But here we go. Okay, he has actually been spotted. Look at the ward just behind him.
Crash comes across the wall. They're looking for the collapse. Forlan knocked back with the explosive cask away from his team. Now he needs to work out, can he dodge around? He gets caught with the Bower, the slow. Here comes the TP as Team 1 decide they need to take this fight. Forlan with the Void Rush jumps across the wall, but he's dead. Of the top 16 of the group stage of teams like SKT, Thaldrin goes in. The root's going to land onto Crash, but Padden's still alive off towards the side. There's the explosive cast. It knocks back the tree. A good shockwave, but it's just no damage from Marv, and Crash goes in. He engages onto Forlan. That's another kill as Frozen steps forward looking for the damage onto Marv and Absolute, and the Celestia expansion is enough. Absolute gets taken down, and Team 1 get destroyed by Fenerbahce.
Massive team fight win. 1907 Fenerbahce with a fantastic overall final game will take them to the top 16.
Superb game by Fenerbahce to close out the series. 3-1, they'll defeat Team 1, and they'll go through to World's Groups.
It was a little bit surprising to see them so quickly get a massive early game advantage and then just be unrelenting with their pressure. Frozen roaming around the map so much, Thaldron still setting up a bunch of ganks in the middle lane, and then getting an inhibitor at 16 minutes into the game will be making their way out of the play-in stage and into the group stage.
Demonstrating why they deserve to be in groups as well. Not even the #1 seed